This here is the Davy lamp which my grandfather left to me on his death a few years ago. This, to me, resembles what we should be aiming for today. The work ethic that my grandfather had, the people who came to the valleys to work, knowing all the risk, just to get a better life for their family. That's something we need to instill in people today. We hear all these reasons for doing nothing: health and safety, data protection, all stuff like that. My grandfather and all his colleagues, they went down the mine, they came out black every day. Many went on to get respiratory problems, and they didn't care about health and safety. Why do people have to keep finding excuses not to do things? You can't get more risk than going down the mines, but these people wanted to do something for their family, and my grandfather and them did. This is the Llantrwsted Working Men's Club. It was founded by my grandfather, Seth Morgan. He had to go to the magistrates court to actually get the license because we didn't have the licensing laws we got today. This is the grave of my granddad and my grandmother, Seth and Phyllis. And it was, my grandfather has been like an inspiration, the way he set up his business to provide for the community and the family. And he served in the Navy in the Battle of the Atlantic during the World War II, and it made him go deaf. His boat sank twice when he was doing it, and then he went into the munitions factory, not giving up, which is where, as it happens, he met my grandmother. And I think you can't get better a family man. He cared for his community, but he knew when he was offered a seat on Llantrwsted Council, he said, I wouldn't sit with those people if they were last people on earth. Well, I know how he feels, but the reason I'm standing is because I know I can make a difference. Just by having the office, I can access grants and make contacts better with greater authority. So I'll be doing what the council should be there before, even if it is not doing it. So electing me will mean I can get the job done, like my grandfather did, getting the pubs made, providing for his family, better than most so-called statespeople, in my opinion. My family have a very strong history of public service in this area. My great-grandfather was one of my great-ancestors, Ivor Jacobs, who was chairman of Llantrwsted Town Council. And as you saw earlier, my grandfather set up the Llantrwsted Working Men's Club, and my other grandfather worked in the mines. They were more concerned with getting the job done than talking about what to do. For instance, if you see in this photograph here what this bus shelter looked like, I got in touch with the council and got it repaired. And if you look at this bench here, I got this one replaced as well, here in Tree Forest. If you look at this picture here, you can see what it was like before I intervened. There's a similar one in Evelisa, in Church Village, as you can see here. When the developers came in, they took it away to build new houses here. And and I just kept contacting the council and contacting them to make sure it got replaced, and it is. It has been painted, but one of the things I regret retiring from Treforest is that no matter how hard I tried to get this bench painted, they wouldn't even give £300 towards the project, and that tells you their priorities.